All right, guys. Give me just a sec. All right, let me check. Now, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. All right, let me check. Let me check. Check. Now, give me a sec. Give me a sec. All right, so it's working. I already shot a 20-minute video, 22-minute video, and you shoot it and then the audio doesn't work. So I want to shoot this again. I'm going to be very quick with this one because the first one was 20 minutes. So it was a while. So let me just make sure my mic is working again. All right, so it's working. I already shot a 20-minute video, 22-minute video, and it. All right. You shoot it and then the audio doesn't work. So all right. Let me just shoot it again. All right. I'm gonna shoot the video again. All right. So if the mic doesn't work, let me know. Let me keep the comments open. So if the mic doesn't work, give me a sec. All right, comments over here. Give me a sec. All right, yeah. If ever the mic doesn't work, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to adjust. But if not, we just have to go with. All right, so 3 stocks that you guys should look at after this 50 basis point cut. If you guys don't know, the Federal Reserve just did a 50 basis point cut yesterday. They're planning to do one more at the end of this year, and then 3 to 4 more during 2025. It's going to equate to around 200 basis points. But yeah, this is very bullish for the market. Maybe we do get a recession in 2026 or towards the end of 2025. But for now, I think, tech stocks are going to be very bullish, and also crypto as well. So let's get into the 3 stocks that I believe are going to be very bullish. And yeah, we'll go from there and we'll look at some charts. All right, number 1, obviously, if you saw on the thumbnail, Nvidia is one of those stocks that I think is going to be very bullish to hold. Again, this is not financial advice, but I think over the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to do really well. All right, so here are 5 things about NVIDIA. So number 1, dominance in AI and machine learning. NVIDIA's GPUs have become the backbone of AI infrastructure. With its continued innovation in GPU and AI hardware, NVIDIA is likely to remain a dominant force empowering machine learning models and AI development, securing its position at the forefront of AI advancement. Now, currently, NVIDIA holds 80 to 85% of the GPU market share. It dominates the space. I don't see this changing for a while. Now, obviously, they do charge a big amount for the GPUs. I think they charge around, like 40,000 per chip. So that's a lot of money. I don't think that's sustainable over the next 5, 10 years. I think people are going to find cheaper ways to do that. But we'll see. Number 2, expansion into autonomous vehicles. NVIDIA's drive platform for autonomous vehicles has been gaining traction as autonomous drive technology matures. NVIDIA could play a key role in the software and hardware that power self-driving cars. Yeah, right. It makes sense. They have the machine. They have the technology to power these autonomous vehicles, and it could play a role. Some of these cars that get into autonomous driving may start asking NVIDIA for chips. They may need NVIDIA for chips. There may be new companies that come out that need NVIDIA chips to do their self-driving. Number 3, advancements in the metaverse. This one I'm not too bullish about. NVIDIA's Omniverse platform is positioning the company to be a leader in creating the infrastructure for the metaverse, allowing developers to create shared virtual worlds with unprecedented realism and collaboration. As the metaverse concept evolves, NVIDIA could be a crucial player in enabling this digital ecosystem. Now, obviously, Facebook has transitioned their name to Meta, so they believe it's going to be very important. I think the metaverse is going to have a place, but again, it's just not real. Maybe the gaming, yeah, you could play golf with people around the world. You could do stuff. You could have meetings, feel like you're in a real room with real people. But ultimately, it's going to be. I don't think I don't think that is going to be too much of what grows NVIDIA. I think the GPUs and things like that. So yeah, I'm not too bullish on that part. For data center growth, NVIDIA's GPUs are integral to cloud computing and data centers. With the rising demand for data processing and the growth of edge computing and cloud services, NVIDIA's data center revenue could see significant growth, especially as it expands influence in AI-driven cloud applications. Yeah, so as we need AI, as more people roll out AI bots, as people introduce AI into their companies, their technology, their software, we're just going to need a lot more compute power. And since NVIDIA is the dominant figure, again, maybe they lose a little bit of market share in the future, but I don't think they're going to get knocked off completely. So yeah, their data center growth is just going to be one thing that contributes to their share price. 5, quantum computing. NVIDIA has already shown interest in quantum computing. Over the next few years, it may develop or integrate quantum technologies that can further revolutionize computing power. This could unlock new levels of performance, especially in AI and complex simulations. Yeah, a lot of people talk about quantum computing, how it's going to break banks' security codes and break the blockchain and things like that. I think quantum computing is going to have its space. I know some people already use quantum computing, like some of these hedge funds, like I think it was like the Renaissance hedge fund or something like that. They use it for their algorithms. So yeah, quantum computing is here, but not in a big way. But I think as AI grows, probably that's something that we get into and becomes a revenue, a big revenue source for NVIDIA. So yeah, those are the 5 things for NVIDIA. Dominance in AI machine learning is 1. 2, expansion in autonomous vehicles. 3, advancements in the metaverse. 4, data center growth. 5, quantum computing. All right, so number 2, the second stock that I think people should pay attention to, that I think is extremely undervalued, in my opinion, not financial advice. Number 2 is Intel. Intel has been around for a while, since the 1980s. And the 5 reasons that I believe it's going to be still here in the future and grow. 1, return to processing leadership. Intel is actively working to regain its leadership in the semiconductor manufacturing. With this Intel 20A and 18A process nodes expected in the coming years, if Intel succeeds in executing its roadmap, it could once again compete effectively with TSMC and Samsung in advanced chip production, leading in significant market share. Yeah, so remember, NVIDIA outsources its GPU creation to TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor, but Intel actually creates their own chips in the U.S., so they do have that advantage over NVIDIA. They could produce as much as they want, and they have control over it, so that's a big advantage to them. Number 2, advancement in AI and accelerated computing. Intel has been ramping up its focus on AI and high-performance computing with products like the Habana AI chips and the acquisition of companies in the AI space. As demand for AI accelerators continue to rise, Intel's role in providing solutions could expand significantly. Yeah, everybody's getting into AI. Intel does chips as well, so I don't see why they wouldn't get into AI. Everybody's doing it, so yeah, that could be a revenue source for them. 3, strong push in the GPU market. Intel's Xe graphics architecture and its Arc series GPUs represent a long-term play to challenge NVIDIA, AMD in the graphics market. If Intel succeeds in delivering competitive discrete GPUs, it could carve out a significant share in both gaming and professional graphics. So yeah, NVIDIA owns 80 to 85% of the market share, but who's to say that Intel doesn't get 10 to 15% of that? Intel does their own production in the U.S., so what if they could create cheaper chips at an affordable price, and companies say, look, NVIDIA is still charging this, we're going to go with Intel, or NVIDIA is going to have to lower the price. Either way, NVIDIA is going to have to, lower their price soon. People are not going to be paying $40,000 per chip for too long. 4, expansion of foundry services. Intel is aggressively investing in its foundry business, seeking to manufacture chips for other companies. With the global chip shortage and geopolitical concerns in semiconductor supply chains, Intel's foundry expansion could be pivotal for both global markets and US-based chip manufacturing. So that's interesting too, right? They do their own chips in the U.S., and NVIDIA depends on Taiwan Semiconductor. So Who's to say Intel doesn't start producing chips? Maybe a little bit for Nvidia. Maybe that probably won't happen, but who knows? What if a lot more companies start going to Intel to produce their chips and they stop going to do it overseas? Will it be a lot more expensive? Maybe, because it's done in the US, but who knows? Maybe there's some geopolitical problems in other countries and we can't do chips over there, and somehow Intel gains a lot more market share. So that's also a possibility. 5, quantum and neuromorphic computing. Intel has been at the forefront of research in both quantum and neuromorphic computing. Over the next 5 years, advancements in these areas could yield breakthroughs that redefine computing performance, opening new markets and applications, especially in fields like cryptography, AI, and complex simulations. So yeah, just like NVIDIA, people are getting into quantum revenue streams and quantum computing. So it's going to be very big for the AI, crypto space and complex simulation. So yeah, quantum computing is definitely a revenue source that companies are looking at. All right, so the third stock that I think is going to produce or in the future is Tesla. Out of all the three, I think NVIDIA and Intel are a little bit better, and we'll get into the reasons why. But number one on the list why I think Tesla is a good buy for the future, again, not financial advice. One, advancement in full self-driving. Tesla's continue to refine their full self-driving. Could significantly advance FD capabilities, potentially deploying fully autonomous vehicles. So this one, right, they've been talking about FSD, and from what I could see on the reviews, I don't have a Tesla, but from what people say is that, you know, you still have to intervene for the FSD, full self-driving for Tesla. You don't want to have to do that. They have things like Waymo in San Francisco. I was in San Francisco and I saw the Waymos driving themselves. I saw it on YouTube, and they have a good success rate so far. I don't think any accidents so far, at least, you know, being the Waymo's fault. I think it works perfectly. It does use this LDR technology, which Elon does not like. But again, they are in the business. They're already getting market share for autonomous driving. So again, Tesla is behind on that. 2, expansion of global manufacturing. Tesla is rapidly expanding its manufacturing by creating new gigafactories planned under construction in various parts of the world. This is true. Tesla is expanding its gigafactories, obviously more production, more revenue, higher share price, and this is most likely going to happen. I don't see Tesla falling off of being the leader of EVs, but if Elon just keeps spending his time on Twitter, then maybe that is the case. Maybe he does fall off. Who knows? He's spending a lot of time on Twitter. So again, he needs to transition his focus. 3, breakthroughs in battery technology. Tesla investing heavily in new battery technology, including the development of the 4680 batteries. If successful, these batteries will increase range, reduce costs, and improve vehicle performance. Yeah, I think right now the Tesla could do like 320, but it's probably really like 280, 270. Because, you know, every time they say a specific number on the fact sheet, it's actually probably like 20, 30 miles less. So yeah, I think if they can get that up to 400 to 500, people will be a lot more intrigued to purchase Tesla as opposed to other EVs. Because right now, that's the thing. I went to get a new car from Lexus and new lease, and I wanted to get the electric vehicle, and I didn't really care about the mileage, but I did notice that the Lexus only did like 210 or 212. It didn't really go that far. So if Tesla could come out with a new electric vehicle that's cheaper and that could go farther, I think that could spark a demand for Tesla. I think they could do it, but it's going to take some time. It's definitely not going to happen anytime soon. I think in the next 5 to 10 years, Tesla, you know, could do that, right? 4, energy storage and solar business growth. Tesla's energy storage and solar power business have significant growth potential. With the global shift toward renewable energy, Tesla's Powerwall, PowerPack, and solar solutions could become major revenue streams. Now, I think Tesla just needs to focus on cars. I think if they stick there and just try to be the best EV company they could be, I think they're just going to do good that way. Not saying they can't expand out to other places, but I think they need to focus on EVs. That's just my opinion. 5, expansion into new markets and vehicle segments. They're going to try, they came out with the Cybertruck, Tesla Semi, and then also like Robotaxi. Robotaxi is something they've been promising, but again, Robotaxi is the FSD promise, right? The full self-driving. And again, Waymo, if you've ever been to San Francisco, Waymo does this really well. It drives you, it picks you up, and things like that. So the full self-driving is behind. You still have to intervene and things like that. So yeah, those are the 3 stocks that I believe. It is NVIDIA, it is Intel, it is Tesla. Out of the 3, I think Intel and NVIDIA are probably the best bets. I think AI is going to be the wave. And since they're focused on GPUs and chips and things like that, I think those are the best bets, not financial advice. But Intel, I think for me, is probably the one with the most upside. It's the lowest market cap. So let me share my screen, but let me also check to make sure that my mic is working. Because again, this mic is driving me crazy. You shoot a whole video. I think those are the best bets, not financial advice. All right, cool. The mic is still working, so let me get through this quick before the mic shuts off. All right, perfect. So let's do some price predictions, some quick price predictions. All right, so let's go to NVIDIA. All right, so NVIDIA is sitting at 117, $2.89 trillion market cap. I think this could be an easy $10 trillion company in the next 5 to 10 years. That will put it around $300 to $400. All right, so 3 to 4x on your money, not bad. All right, Intel, I think this one has the most upside. And again, for me, Intel has been here since 1980s, right? If we look at the chart, Intel has click. Oh, I think it's froze. Froze. It's not moving. It froze. Yep. Wait. But anyway, $9 trillion market cap. Or $90 billion market cap. I think it could easily be a $500 trillion market cap in the future. It's still thinking. And that would put it around close to $100, right? But it has to do all those things that we spoke about, gain market share in the GPU space. A lot of people have to start using their chips more so they can become, somewhat of a market leader, right, in the chip space. All right, number 3, I'm not going to search it up, but Tesla's sitting at around 240, 250, and it's about a $700 billion company. I think it can at least double that in the next 3 to 5 years if it is, if it focuses on EV, right? I think Tesla can get there, but it needs to focus on EV. In my opinion, Intel is probably the one with the most upside, but again, not financial advice. All right, so we took a look at that. That's pretty much it. Some housekeeping items. Make sure you guys go follow me on Instagram, Mr. Financial Nutrition. Make sure you go follow me on TikTok, Financial Nutrition, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.